Oh!
You talk like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made. Faster. Whoa there, Roach. Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry. Must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimura, though. Or Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers. In the cellar, gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clear, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess. Hey there. Move it! Whoa there, Roach. Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But Sir Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmer story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tour.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmaar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells bursting from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this.
For honor! Onward!
Gotta keep it down. Tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, for lightning! The beast heaved its foul girth, let loose the roar, and swept into earth. Found the Witcher in one mighty power. Fight to the beast, its plans confound! The fate of the beast has been weighed in the box. Such a trial for the state. The beast of The Shaelmaar lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last...
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast!
Guillaume?
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shall...
Nonsense. Into... Geralt.
Your Grace.
Nonsense. Geralt.
Your Grace.
Naturally. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. Tell us.
Wish to...
Yes. If we could... Ah!
Your Grace.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell...
I know already.
No. A Bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but...
You know...
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the...
Do you mean to insinuate the...
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze. Also like to hear all you know about the...
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, or...
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definite. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How did
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies.
How'd he die?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He had died of wounds inflicted...
So he died suddenly.
So...
Second murder.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one side. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news...
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern...
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinche.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seemed.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To me something so...
Your Grace,
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare.
We must call off...
First and foremost, Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Poison...
Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Your Grace seems right at home in the south.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Monsters have mamas and papas.
Come on, Roach.
Richard will hunt the hare as well.
Splendid idea!
Positively avant-garde. You got lost!
Sorry.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rule. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish.
The unicorn.
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you... It runs around, over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a...
Please, Geralt. It's not a real... Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or
All clear?
If one were to call a state courageous or coward, what other part of the state would one have in mind, if not that which fights and comes?
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work.
We would not be in this predicament.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale.
So beautiful, all the same.
Roach likes carrots. Maybe Unicorn will too.
This is an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
It's against the rules.
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale.
Perhaps we should try to hook the golden fish first.
Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn. Think unicorns. Rainbows, little girls, sweets maybe? Damn, doesn't have a sweet tooth. What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot? Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback. Fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
How was it that the pest was not feeding as well? That's not what we told you.
Is that not counter to the rules?
Hey, wait. Stop. It's a...
King Cormorant sigh.
When a soul of...
A key.
Why, you...
Don't cry, dear. The Duchess will hear of this.
This is an outrage.
Come on.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. Or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show. I begin like a groan.
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And... greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed. But...
Greenhouse it is.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. Yet first you butchered a Bruxa who was dear to me.
You've killed 4 innocent...
And you...
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next. More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
I won't let you kill it.
To stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend. Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration.
I had help.
Him? How?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Local serial killer seems to obey you.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your...
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is...
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed...
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion...
Precisely what I wish to find out.
Got a lot of faith in...
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Huh. Vampires.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know?
Probably same thing it means to a human.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren.
Always had an over...
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over... In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing...
Gotta find him. Before something...
Well, we should...
Not entirely.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet you're true to...
All in all?
Let us find him. By the time we do...
Fine, I'll...
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère la Chaise-Longue Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us.
Still investigating. About to inspect this site.
Sirs, we must... We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade. Good hunting to you, Witcher. Guess this champion. They have your craft.
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
A nice rich hunk with onions and mustard seed.
Oh!
Apshoot, dum da re re apshoot.
Vivat Tucson!
Geralt of Rivia. Sir! Come to me, please! Approach! My eyes were not deceived. Yet so... Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him
Yeah.
Ah, you see, my betrothed, Francois...
Couldn't have got...
Witcher, sir, you jest. But
Rarely my wont to turn...
Ah, naturally. Why, you, sir, are no... A few crowns less, master. A few crowns less, master. A few crowns less. A few crowns less. Yes, that amount I am... I've...
That close to the city?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have.
I see.